This is why everything feels so hard right now. Ascension. What does that mean? It's kind of a buzzword, but basically we know for a fact, science is even measuring this with this Schumann resonance, that the frequency of Earth is changing, ascending. That's why things are getting crazy, because if you think about it, a vibration is ups and downs, right? When you raise or change that vibration, that volatility is going to be higher highs, lower lows until it stabilizes, which is why we're seeing this purge of disgusting filth, because as we are rising higher, the lower vibrations simply can't exist. They either, they don't have an option. They have to either sink to the higher vibe or they will cease to exist. And for some things, we're seeing rebirth, we're seeing fundamental shifts, we're seeing lots of people realize, I don't want to serve the corporate overlords. We're seeing, do I increase shareholder value, or do I value my one single life on this planet? And a lot of people are realizing that there's just not enough money in the world to make dying with regrets worth it. And ultimately, that's a good thing. So the thing that is hard is the ascension symptoms, right? Because we all know there's a part of our bodies that is our soul. That's basically light, right? And this lighter part of us can integrate these light codes more easily than the physical body. So ascension symptoms kick in when, say, like this Schumann resonance is going crazy. They're measuring this around the world, that there's so much high frequencies bombarding us. And our soul is like, yes, I'm so excited. This is why I incarnated on this planet during this time, right? But our physical bodies are kind of like, I'm not okay with this. Like, we've learned to exist at this frequency. Being asked to take a big step up is hard. So there's nothing wrong with you if you've been extra tired, if you've been extra irritable, if you just can't sleep at night, and then you're just like, why am I buzzing with energy when I'm tired? These are all ascension symptoms. Sometimes it can even show up as you physically getting sick, which isn't, again, like a bad thing. It's your body saying, like, we need to slow down, and the only way I can make your mind slow down is by physically making you shut down. So I know nobody likes to be sick, but think of it as your body asking for rest. You're not actually sick, you're ascending. And fighting it is really only going to make it worse. Your body needs time to relax, to integrate. So the best advice I could give you right now is going to be 3 words. Be here now. Ground into the earth. And again, to mention the Schumann resonance, they know that even Mother Earth herself is putting off different energy than's been measured in the history of measuring the Schumann resonance. So grounding physically, like the word grounding just explains it all, right? You are becoming one with the ground. Go and touch some grass. And don't just touch the grass, touch the earth beneath it. It's springtime. Now is a great time for gardening. It's a perfect time to put your hands in the soil and really think about where we're coming from and ultimately where we're gonna go. Because it doesn't matter how rich or famous you are, you will eventually end up in the dirt. Unless, of course, you send yourself off to Mars. You're still gonna end up in the Martian dirt. Like, we're all gonna die sometime. Why, make it a hard trip while we're on Earth? There's no point. The more time and energy you spend fighting, resisting, you're just gonna make it harder for yourself. The best thing that you can do, the best analogy I have is for like when you're swimming in deep water and you can like, it doesn't matter if you're in the pool and you can't touch, or if you're out in the ocean and you can like physically feel waves rocking you. When you just are in the water and like you're being held, you're fine, you're safe. This is why you're here on this planet, is not to put yourself in a sterile box where you control everything. It's like that you will never be able to control everything. It's way more helpful to release the illusion of control and embrace the human experience than it is to think, I don't want things to change. And that's the case with ascension symptoms. You're probably going to feel more harsh symptoms if you're fighting it. Just like if you're out in the water and you're like thrashing around, no one can save you. A drowning person just creates more drowning people when they try to go help. But somebody that can let go, breathe through it, trust themselves, trust the planet that we're here on, trust in your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your soul family, these high frequency beings that literally want to help you. Ask for their help. Like, you're just a human. We're all just humans. I'm just a human. I had to learn a lot of this the hard way, and I wanted to make this video so that other people hopefully don't have to learn it the hard way. But I know like it's been a while since I posted a video because I've been going through ascension symptoms myself. It is what it is. 2026 is wild. But yeah, the best way to get through it is be here now, be in the present moment. Allow, thoughts are gonna come, so you don't have to fight them either. But just, it's like you can look through the window or you can look at the glass and realize that the thoughts are just glass. They're like little smudges on the glass. Are you gonna focus on that smudge, or are you gonna look past it and actually get in the zone, right? So I hope this video is helpful. If you have any questions or would like any clarifications, drop them in the comments. I'd love to have, more discussions on this. I also believe that's part of the reason why we are here on Earth, is to have conversations that might not have ever been had before, or were had a long time ago and need to be revived for the modern age. So all questions are good questions. But yeah, don't blame yourself if you've been having a rough time recently. It's everyone, it's everywhere. The entire planet is going through these upgrades, and the 3D is gonna get weird. That's just what it is. But there's no point in stressing out over things you can't control. So don't stress out. Just go with the flow and ground, eat good food. For me, what's also really helped is baking my own bread and then eating it with a bunch of butter. Like things that really make you feel like a human, like, that connect you to your body, your senses. We're not just a brain with a body that's carrying us around. The body has its own intelligence, and ascension symptoms are a way of forcing our mind to recognize our body's power. So, have a great rest of your day, and see you in the comments.